Gotta get warmed up. You know what I'm saying? Whoo, all right. Cool. Heartbeat's going. Jitters are going down. I've been joining these Facebook martial arts groups because, I figured, hey, let's see what everybody's doing. And then try to also, promote the channel. And I wanted to share something that a comment somebody left on a post. And first off, look, if you're offended by this, that's really your problem, not mine. You need to get some thicker skin. Secondly, I'm all for anything that makes people feel better, have confidence, anything that helps people have positivity in their life. So if you love Jesus, I think that's wonderful. Yeah, good. I think that's great. Seemed like a nice guy. I think I could probably take him. But he seemed like a nice guy. Anyways, somebody left a comment. All the martial arts in the world doesn't mean anything if you don't have Jesus in your life. Like martial arts isn't anything without believing in Jesus. All the martial arts in the world doesn't work if you don't have Jesus in your life. And I thought about that. Why didn't I think of that? So all I have to do is just praise sweet Jesus, and then I'll be protected. So next time somebody tries to punch me in the face, and I just say, Jesus, I'm not going to get punched in the face? No, wait a minute, dude. You might not know this. I love Jesus. And that person's going to go, oh, shit, sorry, man. I should have known that, right? I should have known that. I'm sorry. No. Bad advice. Bad advice. One thing that I've noticed on these martial arts Facebook channels, there's really some bad advice in some of them. Dude, I don't know what in the hell you think violence is, but it's a dark, dark place where people go to, and I can tell you right now, just praising Jesus is not going to protect your skull from getting cracked open, okay? So I would say find the martial arts that helps you be stronger, better, faster, and then leave the Jesus stuff for Sundays, okay? Yeah, leave the Jesus stuff for Sundays. But that being said, I want to talk about, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but like I said, if you're offended from that, go to a Nerf room, right? Go to a world where violence doesn't exist. And when you find that place, please let me know. There's a reason why martial arts exists, because people need to protect themselves from frickin' butt faces. Whew, gosh. How do people stay positive all the time? That's freaking hard. How do you do it? Just keeping it positive, bro. Staying on the positive path. Dude, have you looked outside? If everybody was staying positive all the time, there'd be no reason for martial arts, right? Martial arts exist because there's some unpositive motherfuckers out there, that want to either take something from you, hurt you, or hurt somebody you love, okay? A lot of us now today don't know what true violence is. We don't know. If you grew up in your little bubble where your mommy and daddy took care of you and they paid for your fucking college education, and you've had shit handed down to you left, right, your whole life, you don't know shit about violence. You only see it on TV. And guess what? TV's not real. You may believe it is, and you may worship all those people on those fancy fucking screens, but TV isn't real. Violence is going to kick your head in, stomp your ass out, steal your wallet, and then move on to the next person. So I want to talk today about a very, very, very violent technique, Okay? It's the elbow strike. And yeah, you know, you have to be okay with your elbow crashing somebody's frickin' skull in. And guess what? If that saves you, that's a very positive thing. Yeah, so your whole life, your mom and your dad and everybody else who taught you violence is wrong, violence is bad. Don't hit, don't push, don't kick people. Yeah, of course. But what if somebody's trying to hurt me, right? You're going to have to face the fact at some point that most of the stuff your parents taught you wasn't correct. Okay? And it's not their fault. Their parents taught them stupid shit. And their parents before them, and their parents before them. So, you're practicing any of these techniques. It doesn't matter what it is, punching, kicking, wrestling, grappling. You better be ready and know in your heart, for real, if you can crash somebody's frickin' face in. Okay? And that's something that you got to have internally. You got to know, do I have that switch or not? And if you don't, you better figure out a way to turn it on. Because if you can't turn it on, it does not matter how much practicing, how much training you're going to do, because you're still going to get your butt kicked. Because the person that can be more aggressive, even if they don't have awesome skills, if they can be aggressive and you can't, good night. Okay? What makes somebody effective is, one, how aggressive can you be? And that's a big one, okay? How aggressive can you be? Can you be aggressive when you need to be? And that looks different for different people, okay? Two, what's your training? What do you train? If you train in some martial art where there's no contact sparring, and you've been doing that for 10 years, well, guess what? First time you get punched in the face, it's going to be a rude awakening, a very rude awakening with your frickin' face. Why the hell am I even talking about all this shit? Gosh, how do people stay positive all the time? I don't know. I got to tell you, man, like I've had a rough couple of days. And I'm very, very thankful that I have students that care about this place, parents that are thankful for how I've helped embody strength in their children. Very, very grateful. I have friends and family that got my back. So, how do people stay positive all the time? Let's be real. You don't stay positive all the time. Okay? The idea is, shit, you let yourself have your feelings, and then you wake up, man. Wake up. Get back to work. Shut up. Forget the pity party. Okay? Put the chocolate down. Does anybody else just eat gobs of chocolate when they're depressed? No. No, me neither. Me neither. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And martial arts is going to help you do that. Anybody that's been training martial arts for a long time knows that it just becomes part of you. You know, when you have a rough day and you have a good training session, you know you feel better. You feel stronger. You feel accomplished. But, you know, if you have a couple of days like I've had this week and you let the feelings overtake you and you forget about your training, you forget about the positivity, you know, when you find it again, it's like, oh, shit, that's right. What am I doing? What am I doing? Because it's not an easy ride, man. It's not an easy ride. And hopefully your training is gonna help pick you up when you need to be picked up. You know, I have this little vision I do in my head when I feel like I'm bitching out. I'm sorry if that's offensive. You guys know what I mean. And I started it in my brown belt test. So whenever I feel like quitting, when I feel like things are getting too hard, and I don't know, this is just me. It doesn't have to be what you do, okay? I imagine the quitter on his knees like this. And then I imagine the not quitter me with a sword, and I chop his head off. Boom! And I yell over him, "Get up! Get up!" Now that I think about it, how does that work? If I chop his head off, he's not going to get up. But that's what I do, okay? I chop off the head of the quitter. The only thing left standing is the person that's moving forward, okay? And what I'm doing by hitting this video today and my rant is just trying to help. I want to share. Look, nobody's perfect. We all have struggles. We're all in this big ocean of bullshit that's been handed down to us from generation after generation after generation, with our lovely leaders running everything, doing such a fantastic job. Okay? And we have to steer our boats through it, right? Sometimes it's smooth. And sometimes we're going through rapids and waves, okay? But if we keep ourselves calm, we keep ourselves cool, we let ourselves have our feelings, and we get back up and move forward, there's nothing that can stop us, because even if I hit the largest roadblock in the world, if I keep my calm, I keep my cool, and I keep my training in my heart and my focus forward, I'll get over it eventually, right? And you will too.